What's good? Welcome to another video. You see on the screen we have Chainlink. We're going to be doing a technical analysis on the price action of Chainlink. Yesterday, well, the candle just closed at 7 o'clock, and so that's why you see a 0.7% daily change. But even though, and that's been mainly because the candle just changed, right? That's why you have that tiny movement. But it should be known that the candle before the close at 7 o'clock also was a tiny bit of movement, a little bit of a doji action. Nonetheless, we're going to break down the macro and basically give a kind of a prediction of where I see price going next, and then do a little bit of a micro analysis as well, a micro outlook to look at the day trading possibilities on Chainlink right now. So if that's something that you're interested in, hit the like button and let's get into the video. So hopping on trading view, like I said, you see the daily candle was a doji, okay, but it should be noted that we did break above resistance, and we actually closed above and had a bullish candle close and print above the area as well, right? But on the daily, we are still in the downtrend, and you can see that because lower high, and this could be another lower high, right? So it's something to keep our eye on, right? This could be a turning point for price to possibly come down a bit lower, maybe even finding a higher support, putting in a higher low, and maybe pushing up higher. That's what we're hoping for if you are a Chainlink maxi. But looking at price action, it seems as though can't really take too much off of this doji price candlestick that's printed, because essentially a doji just means it was a nobody kind of got the best of each other between the bulls and the bears, okay? But we are in a downtrend, so you kind of have to favor bears at the moment still, okay? So let's go on the 4 hour and zoom into the price action. So what am I seeing on the 4 hour, right? So we might actually have some sort of a slight structure break right here, right? Because you see we broke above this level here, created a higher high, right? Not to mention it was right after we put in a higher low, right? And with that to boot, we can see that this is a head and shoulder, inverse head and shoulder pattern, right? So what could be occurring here is we can confirm the head and shoulder pattern would be already broke above, but price finds some support and then pushing up, right? So that's something to pay attention to, in my opinion, and drop on the 1 hour so we can zoom in and get a better look at what price actually wants to do. Okay, so on the 1 hour, what am I seeing? I'm seeing a lot of chop, a lot of sideways movement, a lot of sideways action, but nonetheless, it seems that price has sort of entered into a counter trend / uptrend, right? We all can agree on that, right? Why? Because we have price breaking above these levels, right? We're breaking a lot of structure to the left while forming bullish structure, which is this higher lows, okay? Higher high, higher low. To confirm this bullish move now would be price finding support and then pushing to the upside. Okay, so what opportunities can come now for the daily? For the, let's say, an intraday trade, like I said, since we made this higher high, I would personally be kind of be waiting for some sort of structure to form for bullish, to see if bullish moves are in favor to continue, right? So that means it would look like price basically retracing some and then find support, giving us a bullish entry reason to the upside to flow to at least about 17, around 1730, 1740, and a bearish move would look like price basically coming below here, possibly find some support and then failing to make a higher high, or even retesting this high and then coming back down, right? And the reason why that can be possible is because, like I said, on the daily, we are still in a downtrend, right? But it should be noted that the past, like before the day's close, before we had this sideways, this doji candle printed, we had 2 bullish candles printed, okay? On the daily, price can easily push up to this area and still be considered bearish, right? So we could be bullish on the 4 hour and the 1 hour, but trend is still bearish on the daily until we break above this level right here and possibly put in movements like this. You know what I'm saying? So that's something to pay attention to. So let's drop on the 30-minute, and yeah, around the 30-minute you can see a lot of this basically explains the doji that was printed on the daily, right? You see, as you can see, sideways price action, right? But it should be noted that even though he's going sideways, we still kind of went up, right? And that would mean a lot, right, if you were in an overall uptrend. But the fact that we're still in an overall downtrend up until the daily time frame, all these bullish moves to me are temporary, right? And that's just the way it is, because, and that's simply because the higher time frame is in a downtrend, simply put, right? But that doesn't mean that you can't capitalize on some of the minor time frames or the lower time frames moves, right? You can still execute on some of these. It's just I personally would like to flow with the higher time frame direction. Okay, so yeah, so that's the analysis. Let me know how you feel about that by smashing the like button or the dislike button, but I prefer for you to leave a comment. You know, insights, I take heed to insights and what my subscribers got to say. So don't be shy, do that, and I'll see you in the next one.